All right, guys, this is it. No, this is not it. This is just a semi-final. But it's still pretty big with over there Brianna Orams with Duna Gordillo, Mari Carmen Rivera, Erika Reville, Emily Evans, Esperanza Barreras, Maddie Leblanc, Sveva Sabato, Ines Blin, Yona Rive. Woof, what a field. This is just a semi-final. Taryn King and Izaskun Martin from Spain. So let me repeat. Brianna Orams, New Zealand. Duna Gordillo, Spain. Mari Carmen Rivera, Puerto Rico. Erika Reville, France. Emily Evans, Wales. Esperanza Barreras, Spain. Maddie Leblanc, Canada. Sveva Sabato, Italy. Ines Blin, Spain. Yona Rive, France. Taryn King, South Africa. And Isaskun Martin from Spain. And the riders are ready. Off they go. Good start once again by Mari Carmen Rivera as well as Ines Blin. Sveva Sabato, the youngster from Italy, keeps running. She is now at the front of the race. Mari Carmen Rivera, Sveva Sabato, Infinity versus NSP on the outside. At the back, it is Taryn King in third position. We have Ines Blin in fourth place, but Duna Gordillo is now pushing hard to go back to the front. Erika Reville is in fifth place right now. Ines Blin in sixth. Erika pushing hard now, reaching the height of Taryn King at the front. Mari Carmen Rivera and Sveva Sabato. What an upset though for Esperanza Barrera. She is at the very, very back with Maddie Leblanc. This is such a stacked field. Esperanza Barreras is going to have to, overtake so many athletes if she wants to qualify, I guess, in the top six, just like for the men's, for the big final. Different choice of line by Emily Evans and Yona Rive from France, trying to overtake that huge field at the front door. Mari Carmen Rivera from Puerto Rico, very much in the lead, followed by the astonishing 15-year-old Sveva Sabato from Italy. Duna Gordillo, two-time technical race world champion in 2024 under both federations, the ISA and the ICF, is finally at the front, just following Mari Carmen Rivera. In fourth place, Erika Reville from Fuerteventura. She's actually from France, but has been living in Fuerteventura for many years now with her family. She is in fourth and looking strong. In fifth, Ines Blin with Taryn King in sixth. Brianna Orams in seventh. Esperanza Barreras now making a move towards the front with Yona Rive, Emily Evans. What a packed group of 12 athletes. This is incredible. Isaskun Martin at the back, right there in the center, and then Maddie Leblanc at the back on the Blackfish, Flying Fish, Freedom model. Mari Carmen Rivera just past the buoy. Oh, someone goes down. That's Yona Rive. Yona Rive goes down, but just on her board. She doesn't fall in. Mari Carmen Rivera, what a determined look on her face. Now surfing the bumps. Paddling hard with Duna Gordillo. Now in second place, the young Sveva Sabato in third. Erika Reville, and look at the back, Esperanza Barreras squeezing in now in the top six. She's not finished yet. I'm sure Esperanza Barreras will be able to overtake a couple more athletes as the race goes on. It's just one lap for the semi-final. Mari Carmen Rivera on the Infinity ever ready. Backside turn, perfect execution there by the athlete from Puerto Rico, followed by the 2024 world champion Duna Gordillo. Sveva Sabato, the 15-year-old, now being hunted by Esperanza Barreras, who's managed, despite a disastrous start, to climb back to 4th place right now. In 5th place, Erika Reville in 6th. Isaskun Martin, there'll be a battle between Isaskun and Ines Blanc, the young athlete from Santa Pola, just behind the tall figure of Isaskun from Fuerteventura. Madi Leblanc behind them, as well as Brianna Orams, Yona Rivet, Emily Evans, and Taryn King at the very back. I cannot believe this is just a semi-final. Mari Carmen Rivera, Puerto Rico, on the Infinity Ever Ready. That's a 14 by 21 board, shipped by Dave Binney, the CEO of Infinity. Vamos, Mari Carmen, coached by Oscar Ruiz, the Fuerteventura-based international coach. Duna Gordillo from Mallorca, the world champ. Great turn there by Duna. 1 and 2. These are the 2 first women qualified for the World SUP Festival Costa Blanca European SUP League technical race. In 3rd, it looks like it's going to be Sveva Sabato, and good job to Esperanza Barreras, who did manage to climb back to the front after a pretty shaky start. Erika Reville and Ines Blanc, 4 and 5. Isaskun Martin just behind in 6th. Only 6 places, only 6 spots available for the big final. Brianna Orams in 7th place. Madi Leblanc in 8th. Emile Evans overtaking the 2. Yona Rivet at the back from France, and Taryn King looks like she fell in at the back on an NSP Cheetah. Photo finish between Erika Reville and Isaskun Martin for 6th place, I think. Who's had it? I don't know. I can't tell you yet. I guess you can know. I suppose if there's any online scores. If not, we're gonna have to wait for the final to figure out who got the spot in the final between the French Erika Reville and the Spanish Isaskun Martin. Semi-final number 2. Come on, give me a thumbs up if you thought that was exciting. Oh, I can see the Tonselli family is getting definitely excited for what's to come. That is Bianca Tonselli in lane number 12 on the left-hand side of your screen. I'm gonna zoom in a little. We've got from Costa Rica right next to her Jenny Kalmbach, who lives in Hawaii. Then it's Velia Pisanelli from Italy in lane number 10. Alexia Soto, lane number 9, the local athlete, 18-year-old. Then 16-year-old Laura Paricio, SIC Maui rider. Susak Molinero on a Sonova board in lane number 7. Then lane number 6, Holly Pye from England, right next to Maddie Mackesy from New Zealand. Right next to her from France, 2 athletes. One of them is a world champion, Mélanie Lafenêtre. And Anaïs Guillaumard has got a yellow board. She looked very, very strong this morning, Anaïs. Then we've got Claudia Postiglione, the 2-time infantry junior world champion. And Alba Frey, the 2024 sprint world champion, who's got the good start. Claudia Postiglione is quick on her feet, as well as Mélanie Lafenêtre, Maddie Mackesy, and Alba Frey running a little bit more to overtake Claudia So we've got a trio led by Maddie Maxey from New Zealand, Mélanie Fred from France, and Alba Frey from Spain. In the chase, Jenny Comeback making a huge comeback on the NSP Cheetah. Wow, what a run there by Jenny Comeback. Now we've got a new change of position. Top 3 is Jenny Comeback from Costa Rica, Alba Frey from Spain, Mélanie Fred from France, Maddie Maxey from New Zealand. Claudia Postiglione, the junior world champion from 2023, in 5th place. At the back, Bianca Tonsili in 6th place. Ooh, bit of chaos at the buoy with Melia Pisanelli blocking the wave. Anaïs Guillaume has lost 5 or 6 spots just at that first buoy. On the outside, it is Alexia Soto on the NSP over there on the center of your screen. Just behind her, another youngster from Spain, Laura Paricio. Behind them, Holy Pie on the starboard over there, and closer to us, Susak Molinero. Anaïs Guillaume is going to have to push really hard after being blocked at that buoy. She's going to have to push hard to go back to the front led by Alba Frey, of course, the 2024 ISA Sprint World Champion from Fuerteventura, wearing the yellow jersey on the starboard all-star, followed by the new Speed Freak from France, Mélanie Fenette on an Infinity Blackfish. Then it is Jenny Comeback on an NSP Cheetah, and Claudia Postiglione, an NSP teammate from Italy. Bianca Tonsili in 5th place, the 16-year-old from Fuerteventura. Then Alexia Soto, Maddie McKessie, and we're just behind Holy Pie, the English athletes, closing the march with Anaïs Guillaume on the yellow 3-way, with Susak Molinero on the Sonova, Laura Paricio just in front of them, Delia Pisanelli closer to us on the NSP. First to turn at the buoy though, over there, Alba Frey. Second, Mélanie Fenette. Third, Claudia Postiglione. 4th place. No, it's not. God, we got distracted here a little bit. Apologies for that. Alba Frey, Spain, over there at the front. Careful with that. Alba Frey in the lead, followed by Mélanie Fenette. Claudia Postiglione now in 3rd place. Looks like Jenny lost 1 spot there with the attack from the Italian. So we've got Jenny Comeback right next to us. We are our top 6 just here. Alba Frey, Mélanie Fenette, Claudia Postiglione, Jenny Comeback, Bianca Tonsili. That's the new exciting name for you to keep in mind for the future, as well as Alexia Soto, another youngster from Spain. 2 world champions at the front, Alba Frey, Mélanie Fenette, Spain and France. Claudia Postiglione in 3rd from Italy, so Spain, France and Italy. And then Costa Rica / Hawaii with Jenny Comeback. In 5th place, Bianca Tonsili on the Sonova board, still unsigned. This young athlete from Fuerteventura with an Italian passport. And then Alexia Soto in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th place for Alexia Soto. She's is the local athlete from Santa Pola, from the Paris Water Sports Club. Currently the last one qualifying virtually for the final. But you know, it's not over until it's over. Alba Frey has got a 40-meter of a lead for herself right now, so she's very comfortable now on the starboard all-star, now officially a starboard rider with the Tiki team along Esperanza Barreras. Alba, who finished 3rd yesterday behind Espe and behind Mari Carmen Rivera. She's going to take the win. Let's see what Mélanie Fenette from France does to that buoy. An easy one. Another world champion Mélanie Lafenette from La Cigale Surf Club in the south of France. Then it is Claudia Postiglione from Italy. Third place, Jenny Kalmbach with Bianca Tonselli digging deep. And sixth place right now for Alexia Soto. So Alexia will have a spot in the final. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alexia Soto indeed. And unfortunately, Anaïs Guillaume with being a little bit too polite maybe at that first buoy, got stuck and didn't have as good a run as she did before. That's yeah, a bit heartbreaking, but that's the rule of the game. Susak Molinero finishing right there on your screen. Strange spot to be in for her, since she's got so much experience and talent. And Holy Pie at the very back. Whoop, right here. So that was semi-final number 2, guys. Woo! What an exciting race. And a promising open women's final coming up this afternoon. I don't know if that's when we're taking a break. I'm not sure actually. ¿Sabes lo que viene ahora? ¿No? Segunda. ¿Y luego hay más? Los chicos, ¿sabes? Yeah, semi-final. Yeah, men's semi-final coming up. Okay, I think we are all set for the men's semi-final. Let's hope we get as much excitement as for the women's. Ludovic Tolade has been called to the line. That's the Frenchman on the with the SIC Maui board. Hey, I should do that more often, huh? That zoom is pretty good. Do you have a good image on your screen? Can you tell me? This is, that's the maximum I can zoom in with the Facebook app. Do you see better? And this is zoomed out. Zoomed out, zoomed in. If you got a good image, I'll try and use that feature a little bit more. Quarterfinals. Thanks for correcting me here. Of course, we had the women's semi-finals, but it's still quarterfinal stage for the men's. This is teamwork, guys. Thanks very much, Erin Carter. It is quarterfinal stage for the men's. I got a little bit carried away. So Zoom is good, says Blake Carmichael. Looks like USA are willing to help here. We've got North Carolina and Florida giving some support. Thanks, guys. So who have we got here? Let's zoom in then if the image is steady. That's Sergio Cantoral having a. Oh, is it? No, it's not Sergio Cantoral. It's Ivan Esteve. But the NSP boys, they're so difficult to identify with that. They all wear the same clothes, same hat. It's really, really tough. This is Ivan Esteve, definitely a big name, also coming out of Spain. We've got Michael Booth over there with a bright yellow hat. From the US, Buddy Van Olmen, just behind. That's another green hat over there, Buddy Van Olmen. We've got Clément Colmas from New Caledonia, Ludovic Tolade. We've got Thomas Dussart from France, Vince Duschneitz from Germany. He'll be in lane number 12, so on the left-hand side, right next to Boris Saint-Vresse from France. Fabrizio Rondinara from Argentina. Clément Colmas, I mentioned his name, New Caledonia / France. we've got this athlete who I don't have his name. Number 11 here, right there. If you know this guy's name, let me know. This is a Spanish athlete, but I don't know his name. Sergio Cantoral. Wow, what a big, huge field once again. So we've got Aaron Sanchez, lane number 1, Michael Booth, lane number 2, Sergio Cantoral, lane number 3, then Buddy Van Olmen, that Spanish rider whose name I don't know, Fabricio Rodriguez from Brazil, Clément Colmas from France, Fabricio Rondinara from Argentina, Ludovic Telade from France, Boris Chavres from France, and Vince Dusnight from Germany. This is semi-final number 1 for the Open Men's. And Michael Booth has been rehearsing this as well as Aaron Sanchez. These two are at the front. Aaron Sanchez, Michael Booth, and Ivan Esteve with a big push now by Aaron and Ivan, the two Spaniards at the front, NSP and Starboard at the front, followed by the Argentinian kid, Fabricio Rondinara, Michael Booth from Australia, Vince Dusnight from Germany, Clément Colmas from France, Ludovic Telade on the SIC Maui board there from France, Boris Chavres on the outside on the Sonova blue and beige Sonova board. And then a bit of a gap with the Brazilian Fabricio Rodriguez, the American Buddy Van Olmen, and at the back Thomas Dussart, Ivan Esteve at the front with Aaron Sanchez. Wow, what a big push once again by Aaron Sanchez, who finished second yesterday. Two of these guys were on the podium in the long distance for the Euro Tour / European Step League long distance yesterday. The Aaron Sanchez and Michael Booth. Aaron was second and Michael was fifth. Spain and Australia now in the lead. Good move there by Ludovic Telade. Positioned in 4th place, right next to Ivan Esteve in 3rd place from Spain. Fabricio Rondinara from Argentina in 5th, and Clément Colmas in 6th. And this is quarterfinal number 1, not semi-final, as I said previously. Quarterfinal number 1. And I believe top six qualify for the next round. Who have we got here? Fabricio Rodriguez from Bahia, Brazil. Thomas Dussart right next to him. 2 NSP side by side. We've got Buddy Van Olmen. Come on, Buddy! On the 404 board. From Oregon, USA. Aaron Sanchez coming back in the lead. Big lead now. And he's entering the downwind section. It's about 300 meters between those two buoys, and it's a straight downwind. Small bumps, but when you have that talent, you can make some magic with it. Let's use the zoom feature to have some pretty good images. I hear some shouts, so probably shouting at us to not speed too much and not create waves for those guys to surf on. That's hardly the case. So we're good. Aaron Sanchez in the lead. Michael Booth, 2nd place. Spain and Australia, 1 and 2. France in 3rd with Ludovic Telade, the SIC Maui racer. Clément Colmas, France as well. Starboard All-Star from New Caledonia. Traveled with Vaïk Garriou and Titouan Pouillot. Ooh. And in 5th place, Ivan Esteve, local athletes on the NSP board. And it's 6th place for Boris Chavres, so that would be the last one to qualify for the big final, which would be an amazing. Sorry, I keep saying that, keep making that mistake. For the semi-final, this is a quarter-final. Boris Chavres would be the last one to qualify for the semi-final. At the front though, check this out. Aaron Sanchez, starboard Dream Team rider, like many Spanish riders, like Fernando Perecera, like Alba Frey, Esperanza Barreras. Aaron Sanchez was second yesterday in the long distance, ahead of this man, Michael Booth, who was fifth. 1 and 2 right now. Ludovic Tolade from France on the SIC RST model. Clément Colmas giving a big push as well on the starboard all-star. That's our top 4. 5th place, Ivan Esteve, and Boris Jembres will have his semi-final qualification on the Sonova board. Vince Duschneit from Germany, slash Fuerteventura, born and raised in Fuerteventura, and then Fabrizio Rondinella, well, pretty amazing start, but who is now rather at the back of the field. Then Thomas Dussart wearing number 9, and Bodie van Olmen on a 4-4 board behind Thomas. We have a Brazilian right here on the screen. That's Fabricio Rodriguez from Bahia, Brazil, and a Spanish athlete to finish off. This is the last member. And this was quarterfinal number 1 for the Open Men's. And I guess the favorites got the job done. I don't see any big names left behind at this stage. Let's move on to quarterfinal number 2 with the new James Bond. Is that him? Is that Blue Ewer, lane number 1? I think it is, from England, Great Britain. Blue Ewer, lane number 2, Shuri Araki, Okinawa, Japan, 5-time world champ, and the winner for the very first time in his career of the World SUP Festival, Costa Blanca, long distance, yesterday on the 15-kilometer course, and winner of the Euro 2 Czech, celebrated on the podium quite late yesterday. I had the pleasure of presenting that podium. Right next to him, the legend, French captain Titouan Puyol from New Caledonia, back on the international stage. Right next to him, Paolo Marconi from Italy. He will be racing on the Sonova board. Himself and Susak Molinero, his life partner, are both Sonova ambassadors. Then we've got right next to him, Donato France. I guess we can say he's a favorite for this one. Donato France, 19-year-old, champion from the Netherlands. Just a matter of knowing when. Right next to Donato, on his right-hand side, on our left, that's Thomas Grosstrup, squatting on his board, on his starboard board, and I think next to him is Ivan de Frutos Ruiz from Santa Pola. Lane number 8 next to him, that's Lois Chardebas from France, from Bordeaux, next to Roberto Caniedo with a big beard, and then SIC Atlantis, that's a blue and white model, the SIC Atlantis board. And then 2 Sonova boards on the left-hand side. The Danish Rasmussen from Klitmøller. And then it is Vaik Garyu from France, who hasn't trained so much this winter. We're talking about several-time junior world champion, European champion as well, and junior European champion, who decided to compete last year in the open division and wow, he did finish 4th in the Open Men's long distance last year, so we know he's good. It's just that this year, this is his first event, and he confided that he didn't train that much this winter in Caledonia, our winter anyway. We'll see how far he goes in the competition. But yeah, greatly skilled athlete for sure, and the young brother of another world champion, Noik Garyu. All right. The athletes are being asked to pick up their boards now. We've got, I repeat the names, Blue Ewer, Shuri Araki, one of the favorites, Titouan Puyot, Paolo Marconi, Donato Frantz, Thomas Grossup, Ivan Frutos, Loïs Chardebas. Young athlete whose name I don't know, the young Italian. And then Roberto Cagnedo, Rasmus Rasmussen, and Vai Garyu, who's got the best start. Looks like Donato and Shuri Araki are the first up, as well as Vai Garyu, with a pretty clean start over there from New Caledonia. Donato Frantz now pushing hard to stay at the front to actually take the lead in this race. Donato Frantz from the Netherlands in the lead, followed by Vai Garyu. Here comes Shuri Araki on a custom board designed by the Araki family. Paolo Marconi in 4th place. Blue Ewer on NSP in 5th. Then it is Rasmus Rasmussen, Thomas Grossup, Titouan Puyot making a move to the front. Loïs Chardebas just behind. Roberto Cagnedo on the SIC Atlantis behind him. Then Ivan Frutos, and that young athlete from Italy, I believe, Sveva Sabato's little brother. We're going upwind here, so there's a bit of water splashing on the camera. Hopefully that will not cause any issues. By the way, guys, keep sharing that live stream. We are more than 100 people watching right now, which is a pretty good score. That usually translates in videos being seen more than 10,000 times within 1 week. So just hit the share button whenever you can. Oh, making a move now. Shuri Araki, Shrimpy, overtaking the giant from the Netherlands, Donato Frantz. So Shuri Araki in 1st position now. 2nd, Donato Frantz. 3rd, Vai Garyu, the junior world champion. Paolo Marconi in 4th, Blue Ewer in 5th, Titouan Puyot in 6th, then it is Thomas Grossup, Loïs Chardebas, Rasmus Rasmussen, Ivan de Frutos, that young Italian rider, and Roberto Cagnedo from Spain. Let's see what we've got here in store for you. Shuri Araki downwinding, surfing, and ever attacking in those bumps. He's got the custom board designed by his father, and he's got a big lead now over Donato Frantz, the Infinity Speed Freak rider, 19-year-old Donato. Vai Garyu in 3rd, Blue Ewer and Paolo Marconi equal 4th. So that's our top 5. And then Titouan Puyot riding some bumps, but look at that buoy turn by Shuri Araki from Okinawa, Japan. Here comes the buoy turn for Donato. Let's go, Donny. Vai Garyu looking good there. Blue Ewer, who spent part of his winter in Australia, in 4th. Paolo Marconi. The experience pays off for the Italian. right now in 5th, and in 6th place, Titouan Puyot with a bit of a gap for himself from away from Thomas Grossup and Ivan Frutos Ruiz. Let's see. That young phenomenon, 19-year-old Shuri Araki. Who opened his season in Greece with 3 wins out of 4 races down in Greece, then followed by a win in Sancti Petri. That was Euro Tour stop number 2. Yesterday he won his first ever long distance at the World SUP Festival. Look at him. So skilled on his board. Donato France in 2nd place. Whoa. This is him, Donato. Vaik Goryu, that's where we want to see him. Vaik, that's Noik's little brother. Junior world champion. 4th in the open men's long distance in Sarasota last year, is finishing in 3rd. Blue Ewer 4th. Paolo Marconi 5th. And Titouan, French captain T2, in 6th place. It's coming in 7th, Ivan Ruiz. 8th, Thomas Grossup. The young, I believe Sabato, young Italian, ahead of Lois Soderba and Rasmussen. Finishing, we've got one more paddler on the water right now behind me. That's Roberto Cañedo. Roberto Cañedo, SIC Atlantis. That's a board that SIC doesn't do anymore. It's being replaced by the RST. Wow, what a race! What a race by Shuri Araki. Clearly able to overtake whenever he wants. Donato France looking good, looking very good, the best out of the gate. If he doesn't make any mistake, Donato can be lethal, but it's going to be hard to counter attack against Shuri. It looks like Shuri has got that extra gear that nobody else has, and he proved it yesterday in the long distance. Proved it again today in that quarterfinal once again. Moving on to quarterfinal number 3 over there with lane number 1, the 2024 ISA Sprint World Champion from Brazil, David Leao. Lane number 2, the 2018 APQ World Tour champion and pro windsurfer, as well as being a pro SUP racer, Arthur Aritkin from France. Lane number 3, that's Matteo Pernusco, I think, from Italy. That's one of the youngsters from the Taranto club in southern Italy. Lane number 4, Antonio Morillo from Andalusia, Spain. Then it is an SIC Maui racer. I'm not sure I recognize him. Is that Etan? I think that's no, that's Joan Garcia from Alicante, lane number 5. Then we've got Sergio, is it Sergio? That's Sergio Cantoral. Sergio Cantoral, the local boy and junior world champion, 2-time junior world champion with the ICF. Sergio Cantoral on NSP. Right next to him, some exciting new face. Jorge Valenzuela from the club of Benalmadena, further south. Then we have Marin Crochat, I believe, Frenchman on the Fanatic board. Then it is another Frenchman, Luca Brar, on an NSP board. He lives in Brittany. And 2 more athletes, Marc Foraster Soler from Barcelona, lane number 11, and lane number 12 at the very end on the left. We're ready to go, Pablo. We have Paulo Freitas from Portugal. Watch out, we're not on the way, right? Okay. And great start there by David Leao, but nobody's paddling yet. Everybody's running. Sergio Cantoral is the best of them. And Sergio Cantoral has got that lead on the NSP board, taking first position with a good 10-meter lead already, with David Leao from Brazil in second place on the SIC Maui board. Arthur Hurricane from France in third place with Antonio Morillo and Luca Brau. So it's actually an equal 3 for two Frenchmen, Arthur Hurricane and Luca, and Antonio Morillo in between. At the front, it is Sergio Cantoral on the NSP Carolina, the former model, and David Leao from Brazil on the SIC RST board. He's got a quick blade paddle. He actually distributes quick blade in Brazil, this young man. We've got Antonio Morillo in the chase on the NSP, wearing a blue hat, and Arthur Hurricane, ever so present, the Frenchman on the Infinity Blackfish Ghost White model, right next to another young Frenchman, Luca Brau. Joan Garcia is in sixth position, is from Alicante, is on an SIC Maui board. And in seventh place, that's a name I don't know. And taking first position right now, that's David Leao, who's just been able to push a little bit harder than Sergio. So behind the SIC Maui rider from Brazil, we've got two Spanish athletes, Antonio Morillo and Sergio Cantoral. Fourth place, Joan Garcia. Wow, Joan Garcia, fourth place on SIC Maui. Good turn there by David. So David Leao has got the RST model, SIC Maui global team rider, chasing those bumps and pretty successful at it. Then Antonio Morillo, second place. And third place, Joan Garcia. Good result there so far by this young man in this quarterfinal number 3. And Sergio Cantoral, who had a couple of wins already this year on the international scene in Italy at the Spring SUP race, on the technical race, but also in Melilla. Actually, 2 wins in Melilla. He won the European SUP League sprints, but also the Spanish Championship. So that's top 4. Fifth position for Arthur Hurricane. Fifth place, Luca Brau, 6th. This youngster with the red shorts, I don't know his name. And right next to him, that's Matteo Pernusco from Taranto, Italy. Jorge Valenzuela here from Benalmádena, wearing the orange board shorts. And there you go. David Leao, Antonio Morillo, Brazil versus Spain for the win of this third quarterfinal, on their way to the semi-final. Pretty good run by these two. And whoa, Antonio Morillo being pushed by the waves over his the tail of David, and actually trying to overtake the Brazilian. So there's a bit of a battle going on here. I don't know if that's entirely necessary, given how comfortable a lead position they are in right now. But it is going to be Spain and Brazil, and Spain again with Joan Garcia from Alicante, another SIC Maui rider. Fourth place, that's Sergio Cantoral. Fifth, Arthur Hurricane, and sixth, Luca Brau, with another Spanish athlete at the back, Jorge Valenzuela with the orange board shorts, trying to come back, but that's a little bit too late, I think. And then starboard, Marc Forrester there with a red hat from Barcelona. So Sergio Cantoral was, I believe, fourth. Arthur Hurricane 5th, and Fight for 6 won by, I think, Luca Brar, from France. Woo! That's exciting, guys. All right, comments. Let me see what you want to know, where you're watching from. So yeah, Jake Portwood is asking if it's quarterfinals. Yeah, I apologize if I got confused previously. It's quarterfinal stage, and this was the third one. Here comes the fourth one of the open men's. We had the semi-finals for the women's previously. Quarterfinal number 4 for the open men's. Huh? Okay. Yeah. No. Huh? No, Maxime Moncelli is open. No. Open men's. We've got one of the favorites, definitely lane number 12. Actually, wearing the yellow jersey. This is something new, by the way, introduced by the European SUP League, the Tour de France style yellow jerseys. So if you've won if you're leading the charts in this discipline, the technical race event, for the next event you show up with the yellow jersey. So Christian Andersen is the one who won the technical race, who is leading the technical race charts right now. We've got Ethan Brie in this race. We've got Campbell Carter. We've got Aetz Ibarlosa. We've got one of the Simoncelli brothers, Daniel Senoglu, Elliot Brie, Simon Ackermann, Marc Simoncelli, and Fernando Perez Serra. That's him right there in the center of the screen on the starboard, taking the lead with, on the other side, Christian Andersen and Ethan Brie. So it is Denmark, France, and Spain. 1, 2, 3 at the front with Simon Ackermann and the two Simoncelli brothers in the chase for the top 6. Campbell Carter in 7th place with Elliot Brie, Buda Bossi from Brazil, Aetz Ibarlosa from the Spanish Basque Country, Daniel Senoglu, and the last rider, the name I don't know, unfortunately. But at the front, Fernando Perez Serra, starboard, Ethan Brie, SIC Maui, and Christian Andersen has got the new Carolina Evo by NSP. The two Simoncelli brothers are in the chase, and Simon Ackermann right here on a 4-5 pro board is currently in 6th position. That's the spot you want to be if you want to progress to the next round. So in 3rd position, Ethan Brie was 4th in the long distance yesterday after being 2nd and 3rd for most of the race. He was overtaken in the last 1 kilometer by Arthur Hurricane, his teammate from Team France. And he is currently in 3rd or 4th place with Marc Simoncelli, the youngest of the Simoncelli brothers, being ahead of his brother on starboard. But Fernando Perez Serra, who won the technical race event the first time. Actually, here you have at the front, in this quarterfinal, interestingly, you have the winner of the first European SUP League technical race in Ben Almadena, and the winner of the second European SUP League event. So here you've got some big favorites, but that's before Shuri Araki made an appearance, and some other big names as well. So let's see if that hierarchy stays like that today when we have the finals later on today. Fernando Perez Serra has got the starboard all-star, and Christian Andersen has got the Carolina Evo. Christian is very, very good in the waves. So if you add a bit more waves, this is definitely someone that is really, really hard to beat. And that was the case in Melilla when you had 1.5 meter waves. Okay, a new Pui turn, front side for Fernando Perez, front side as well for the leader of the European SUP League Technical Race rankings, Christian Andersen. Then it is Ethan Brie from French Brittany looking over his shoulder to see that Marc Simoncelli is fourth and the Marc's brother in fifth. Looks like Campbell Corner. Let's have a good view of this guy with his family watching from Riceville Beach, North Carolina. Sixth place right now and virtually qualified for the semis. Campbell Carter, the Infinity Speed Freak rider in sixth. Fernando Perez Serra coming towards us at lightning speed on the Starboard All-Star. The winner of the technical race stop number 1 in Benalmádena, the Battle for Hercules just 3 weeks ago. And really taking it easy now. They know that the course, the race is pretty much won right now. Let's see if we've got a bit of a battle between 1 and 2 for the last 100 meters. I don't think so. So it's going to be Spain and Denmark, and the two top racers for the technical race charts of the European SUP League. And then it's Ethan Brie and Marc Simoncelli. And if someone can remind me what Marc's big brother's name is, that would be amazing. No me acuerdo cómo se llama el hermano de Marc. Llevo 3 horas llamándole señor Simoncelli, por favor. Ayuda. Campbell Carter finishing in 6th place. Good result. Unfortunately, Simon Ackermann is going to end up in 7th place, the Frenchman. Being caught up there by Huda Bose from Brazil. Daniel Senoglu right here. Elliot Brie. Aetz Iberlosa right there. That's him, Aetz. That's a Basque name, Spanish Basque name. And that was it. And that is it for the quarterfinals of the Open Men's.
10 minutes of break. We're going to start with the under 16 category.
Wow, 10-minute break. Nick. Y luego que Nico. Under 16 coming up in 10 minutes. I don't know what to do, guys. I really don't know what to do because I don't know what's coming up, and they might have changed the schedule as well because we were running 1 hour late. I don't know if I should. I mean, clearly, I'm not gonna last until the end with this. So first of all, first things first, unplug my headset and put my battery instead. And now think. So we've got the under 16 finals coming up. Obviously some top level. I don't know everyone there, but definitely something to watch because the level is so good now that we know that very, very soon we'll have these young kids battling with some of the world's best. But I don't know what's happening after that. I can see some guy. This guy red. And let me remind you that you can buy a TotalSUP hat. You can also buy a TotalSUP shirt, t-shirt, mug, rash guard on the TotalSUP website. delivered worldwide, printed on demand. So whether you live in the US, in Tahiti, New Zealand, or anywhere in Europe or Asia, you'll get it delivered at your door. Yo. Christian, do you know what's coming next? And then afterwards? Straight away or a break? Okay. I'm gonna inquire. Voy a preguntar. All right, guys. I've got my little chauffeur here. Come on, faster. Pablo. Captain Pablo, gracias. Muchas gracias, tío. My cocher. My little cocher. Alright. Let's go on a little trip here. Thank you, Pablo. Let's go find out. It's either I stay online because we're running everything back to back, and in which case I'm just gonna take an extra battery over there just to make sure. Who can tell me? Ouais, Jean-Luc.
T'étais au virage, t'as fait la demi-finale là?
Ah, j'ai pas vu Simon. J'ai vu qu'il a perdu une place, mais j'ai pas vu.
Le mec, il est venu le taper.
Ça marche. J'ai pas vu.
Okay.
C'est peut-être sur le stream.
Après, on va...
I'm looking for some officials. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna speak to Javier Cantoral straight away. This is the where it's all happening in terms of decision making. That huge box. All right, guys. Sorry, we're live, guys. Can you help me out? What's next? And are we taking
boys, girls, and
okay.
Final B for the women, and semi-finals for the men. Open.
And like straight, we're not taking another 30-minute break. That was on. We're not taking a break. Are we following the initial schedule? That's what I want to know. All right, guys. This is backstage. Backstage action, guys. Michael Lindbergh, European Surfing Federation. Hello, guys. Basically, I've got 25% left. I'm charging my battery, so that's working. But is that going to be enough?
So, we're going to do here.
Okay.
U16, B final, semi.
Okay, so
Break,
that's the new
20
schedule.
minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, in 5 minutes we'll start final.
Okay.
Okay. And
So
then
we've
we
got
follow
5
this.
races coming
5
up.
races, 20 minutes break.
Okay,
3
so
races.
I'll go for the next 5 races, then I take a break, plug the phone on a, and then we'll go live again for 3 more races. So we're gonna stay online, guys, a little bit. Is it 10 minutes or is it more? If it's more, maybe I'll start again, huh? No, never mind. Let's stay online. It's fine. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I obviously need to get ourselves organized and make sure that we don't miss the big finals. So what's coming up are 2 under 16 finals, followed by the B final for the women's, and the 2 semi-finals of the men's. And I'm just going to leave that plugged in on a charger,
And then once we've done those 5 races, I will cut the stream and we'll start one just for the men's A B final and the 2 A finals of the open men and women. Hopefully that's clear. I would love to leave my phone. Would that work? Oh, that's pretty dangerous. Alright guys, I'm just gonna leave that open for now here. Alright guys, we're staying online. We're gonna, in a few minutes, we're gonna go back to the water and do and follow the under 16 finals. Then we will have the B final for the women's and the men's semi-finals. After that, we will cut the stream for 20 minutes. I'll make sure to try and recharge as much as possible. And then we will have 3 big races to finish off the day. The men's B final and the 2 A finals. That's it. So stick around. I'm coming back.
Ya se nota que hay mucho nivel y todos van boom tocándose todos. Ya.
Så ham der havde streamet, han er også nemlig aktiv. Det var også ham der kom ind i sit første race og var virkelig aktiv. Han blev skudt.
Let's go again. Let's go. All right. Going back on the boat. Showing you the the scene over here. ¿Dónde está Pablo? ¡Pablo! ¿Quién va de piloto? Who's the pilot? ¿Dónde está Pablo? Nico, llama a Pablo, por favor. Sí. ¿A dónde va? ¿A dónde va? Sí, pero ¿por qué? ¿A dónde va? Pablo, estamos llamando a Pablo.
Pablo está por aquí. Pablo, por favor, te estamos esperando para que Mathieu suba la embarcación. Gracias.
All right, come on. ¿Me llevas tú? ¿Me llevas tú? Gracias, tío.
Voy a poner a grabar porque ahora va a haber movida en la boya que voy a quedar en el pantón blanco, ¿vale?
Pero nosotros seguimos todo, ¿eh? Vale. All right, guys, we're ready to go. Yeah, sorry about that. That's it. Gracias. All right, under 16 boys final coming up. Decided to keep the live stream open, so make your way back to the to your screens. Sorry about the wait, but we took a little break and decided not to cut the live stream, just to make sure that we have we keep our audience. And that's just good practice for Facebook. What is not good practice is that we're gonna have to take a break for 20 minutes, and that's when we're cutting the stream and starting again. So when that happens, make sure that you don't go too far, because I guess 15 or 20 minutes after cutting the stream, we will be live again for 3 last races of the day, the men's B final and the final A of the men's and the women's. So we're just gonna follow the under 16 boys final right now, with wearing yellow jersey Ruben Cantoral. I don't know all the names in that in this final, but what the whole point is to really show you the level we have in Spain. Mainly in Spain, I guess. I assume there are a few Italian, maybe French SUP racers in that category. But yeah, it's just very, very impressive. So, ¿has visto un poco lo que hacemos? Nos quedamos cerca. Tú vas a la plataforma. Vale, perdona. We're gonna miss the start, ¿eh? Vale, perfecto. Muy bien. Bueno, sí, cuando vuelve Pablo, puede subir que lo hace. Vale. So Martin, how's your day so far?
Very good. A lot of heat going on here. It's going to be very exciting what's going to come up now. We have the sub 16, no boys and girls coming up in the finals, and then the final B for the women and semi-finals for the men. So it's amazing to see all these guys battling it out here on the course. Very interesting until now. I'm going to stay close to make sure that everything runs well. And looking final to see what's going to happen.
Yeah.
See who's going to take the yellow shirt.
There's actually, absolutely, we talked about the yellow shirt before. The under 16 boys are starting now, but it is Embark. and then we'll catch up with the race which is going on over there, with a pretty good start by the yellow shirt Ruben Cantoral. Let's catch up with them. So we follow on the inside over there. Okay, so catching up with the under 16 boys, with a great start by the favorite Ruben Cantoral. So these athletes are all under 16. Ruben Cantoral has got first of all, is the young brother of Sergio Cantoral, who's a two-time junior world champion, and Ruben himself is I think three-time Spanish national champion in the under 16 division. The field is so strong in countries like Spain and Italy that you do have a lot of different age categories which are filled by many kids from all around the country. And that's what we would like to see everywhere in the world, really. So Ruben Cantoral in the lead, and a few 5 athletes grouped together in the chase, and then another one left a little bit behind. So this is a good warm-up before the women's B final coming up, before the men's semi-final 1 and 2. So just enjoy the view right now. I don't know many names here, just the leader. I mean, his talent it's been so good over the past couple of years already, that this is desde esta boya van a la verde. Si nos quedamos juntos, lo que haremos luego es quedarnos al interior de esta boya, pero bueno, está bien por ahora. Luego van a girar a la boya verde ahí,
van a la
roja, y luego a la verde otra vez. Así que nosotros lo que hacemos es...
Estoy entendido, pero ya para no cruzarme con él.
Totalmente, está bien.
Te he entendido.
So I've got a new captain here. ¿Cómo se llama?
Jesús.
Hola Jesús. Thank you for covering for Pablo. Pablo took the opportunity to disembark, to go and eat. So hopefully he'll come back at some stage, because he obviously knows our little plans. Bueno, perfecto. Él va a girar hacia nosotros. Lo que podemos hacer es quedarnos un poco aquí y luego bajar más abajo de esta.
Bien.
Y quedándonos al interior de la boya. I'm explaining to our new boat captain what our little plan is, but hopefully Pablo is going to come back. Well, we've got the Brazilian Pepe right there in 5th place on the NSP, right there in the middle, the blonde kid. So some pretty strong level already at the age of 14, 15 and 16 years old. ¿Podemos bajar al interior de esta verde? Ahí, sí. Perfecto. Y luego nos quedamos ahí y seguimos.
Vale.
Perfecto, ya está. All right, Ruben Cantoral is going to win once again the European SUP League technical race in the under 16 division. Taking a right-hand turn right now with a big lead once again. Plenty of experience already for this 16-year-old athlete from Santa Pola, from here, trained by Pares Water Sports, Daniel Pares, and starboard battle for the second place. In fourth place, it's the Brazilian athlete Pepe from Bahia, I think. And then another NSP board at the back. So this is the under 16 final. We have big races coming up in this stream. Then we'll take a break for 20 minutes and we'll come back for a new stream for the big finals. I can hear some pretty loud screams over there. Looks like someone's happy. All right, let's go close to the women's start. And the under 16 girls start. Just make sure that the battery is looking good. Yes, it is. Slowly charging while still being online. No, sí, nos acercamos un pelín, por favor. Y luego quedamos de este lado cuando empiezan y las seguimos, ¿vale? Alright, so who do we know here? Not many people, I'm afraid, but nevertheless, the talent is, pool of talent is there in Spain. And at only 14, 15 and 16, these young athletes are definitely putting Spain in a pretty good position. Spain, which are the world champion as a nation in the last ISA World Championship in Copenhagen, and prior to that they were European champion in 2023, the last European championship called SUP. I'm just hoping that we don't wait too long after the under 16 before we have the next race. Thank you for the nice comment coming from South Africa. Mathieu, you are a star, sitting in that tiny boat for all the races so we can follow our paddlers. Merci, thank you. Ah, that's so nice. Thank you, South Africa. You're very kind to me. Bob Marley. Song comes to mind. Alright. ¿Qué? Un accidente? Ah, that scream. That scream was there's someone's actually down on the sand over there at the end of the under 16 boys. It wasn't a happy roar then. I don't know what happened. There's a group of people looking after a young athlete. I'm not sure what happened there. Alright. So 12, is it 12? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 athletes in that under 16 girls final. The whole purpose of showing them to you is to really show the pool of talent. I won't be able to commentate on who's who, not yet, not at this stage, but I'm pretty sure that a good portion of these athletes will be making waves in the future years, just like some some girls like Cecilia Pampinella, Duna Gordillo, Chilak coaches were making waves 2-3 years ago at a very young age. Except the whole difference is that now there are so many good paddlers. And you'll see that in a couple of minutes. We've got Nico Di Novo from the Spanish magazine SUP on the beach right now. Giving a shout out to TotalSUP, so thank you very much. Sí. Alright, we ready or what? Captain Jesus, ¿cuándo empezamos? Jolín.
Creo que tienen que arreglar la meta, chicos.
So basically we've got a young athlete stuck on the finish line over there. I don't know what happened, but it was serious. And until that is cleared, we cannot start with the number 16. So I know the wait is long, it is for me as well. But stick around if you want to see some pretty amazing women's semi-final. Women's B-final and men's semi-finals on the same live stream. Puedes hablar con tienes un radio, ¿no? Saber un poco y dar... ¿Un mareo? Fainting. Ah, okay. So apparently one of the boys fainted, according to Jesus, Captain Jesus next to me. Pulled a muscle or something while sprinting on the beach. That young man is getting transported right now to an ambulance. Sounds like leg injury. No, the thing is, here you've got a bit of a hole. You've got somebody here, and at the very end is this big hole. And that could be a spot where you could really damage your knee as well if you're not careful. Don't expect under your the sun is shining a little too much. Let's get going with this if we can. So under 16 girls race coming up. That's the final of the tech race under the European SUP League. 13 athletes lined up right now, most of them from Spain. And coming up, the women's B final and the men's 2 semi-finals. After these 4 races coming up. We'll take a break for 15 to 20 minutes, and we will start a new live stream with 3 finals: the B final for the men's, and final A of the women's, followed by final B for the men's. I think we're done. We're ready to go. So open your eyes and see the future of SUP racing right here. Most likely Spain will be part of it. Spain, the world champions, prepping up the future all around the country, not just in one specific place, but in maybe 10 different clubs all around the country, and in some islands, Canary Islands, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura, the Balearic Islands like Mallorca, but clearly mainland too, with Paris Motorsports here in Santa Pola. A lot of starboards, a lot of NSPs, and the leader in yellow quickly on her feet. She is at the front over there wearing the yellow jersey. Unfortunately, I don't know many names here, but let's just enjoy how skilled, how strong, how well trained these athletes are. Clearly, I could be watching an elite race right now, or not so long ago an elite race, given the perfect technique that these athletes have. Yellow jersey, so that athlete at the front is the current leader of the technical race discipline under the European SUP League. She's clearly taking the lead. Obviously, if you know the names of these athletes, si conocéis a los nombres de esas chicas, bueno, adelante, me podéis ayudar con los nombres y yo puedo repetirlo. Estos comentarios. No, nos acercamos un pelín y luego nos quedamos dentro, ¿vale? Nos acercamos de ella, quedamos a 20 metros de la boya y giramos. So you're watching the under 16 A final of the World SUP Festival Costa Blanca. We are in Santa Pola, near Alicante, in Spain. And after this under 16 race, we will have 3 open. Perfecto. Así, vamos así.
Vale, pero vamos, me voy a cruzar con ellos.
No, cruzar no. Quedar adentro y volver y girar. Está bien. All right, let's give a bit of exposure to these young athletes. As you can see, even at the back, they know what they're doing. And the leader in yellow, la verde, ¿no? This is position number 5. So we've got Kika. Who's Kika? ¿Quién es Kika? La primera, la segunda, la tercera. Vanessa Barbosa, por favor. Cuéntame. Yo no me conozco a esas atletas. So yes, there is a bad sound, Fabienne. Thanks for noticing. That's because they don't do phones with a separate charger plug and a separate headset plug anymore, which is very stupid. So right now I'm charging my phone, and when we reach the the women's B final in a few minutes. I will be using my headset so you can have a better sound. Kika Costa número 5, 5th position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 11. En la starboard. Kika, vamos Kika. Y la primera, ¿cómo se llama la primera? La líder del European SUP League Technical Race Discipline. ¡Vamos! Falta una boya, vamos a tener un sprint final entre esas dos. Berta la segunda. Berta segunda. It. The leader is staying the leader. She's gonna win this race with a yellow shirt. Ooh, Berta making a comeback maybe. If one falls, oh, overtaking Berta, overtaking the leader. It's a sprint finish. Who's gonna get it? The leader stays the leader. Then we've got Kika somewhere here. Is that Kika? Or is it the girl in front? Kika Costa, Marina Trovat. I'm just repeating what I hear. I'm repeating what Nico was saying on the beach. Alright guys? Getting close to the end of the under 16 final, we'll be able to move on to the women's open women's B final with some top athletes lined up already over there. Check this out. Cuidado, Jesús. Laura from Galicia. Alright guys, this is the end of the under 16. So Kika, quinto lugar para Kika Costa. Thanks Vanessa and Claudia. Alright guys, getting to the elite finals now. ¿Pararos? ¿Qué dices?
Vamos a la final B de la categoría elite femenina.
Bueno, Nico. Okay, looks like we're stuck here. Technical issues. That's no good. ¿Otro barco hay? El azul. Hay que... ¡Nico! ¡Nico!
Samu, el barco, el azul, tráemelo. Sí, vuela.
¡Nico! 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 ¡Problema! ¡Espera!
Vale, it's okay.
Sí, ya va. Ya va. We're good now. We're good to go. Okay, good. All right.
Okay. Phew. Getting organized here for three races before we move on. We have a break and move on to the finals. Just 1 second. And here we go. We are now at B final stage for the Open Women's with Velia Pisanelli from Italy, Emily Evans from Wales, Laura Paricio from Spain, Maddie Leblanc from Canada, Holly Pye from England, Maddie Mackesy from New Zealand, Anaïs Guillaume from France, Ines Blanc from Spain, Taryn King from South Africa, Brianna Orams from New Zealand, Susak Molinero from Spain, and Yona Rivet from France. Good start by the young Laura Paricio on the SIC Maui board. That's a red and grey board at the center of your screen. Great start as well by Holly Pye with Ines Blanc catching up with the NSP board. So it is now Spain and England in first position in this women's B final. Velia Pisanelli, the NSP rider closer to us, closer to us, is in equal third place with Brianna Orams from New Zealand. Taking now, no, it's not Brianna, it is Yona Rivet from France, taking the lead now, pushing herself to the front of the race. Yona Rivet, France, followed by Susak Molinero from Spain. The two athletes decided to go on the outside and come from the outside and are now taking first and second place. And Emily Evans, right in front of us, is trying to do the same thing but on the inside. Emily Evans on a Sonova board. She comes from Wales, Great Britain, overtaking now Laura Paricio on the SIC Maui board. So it is virtually France, Spain, and Wales in top three position, followed by Laura Paricio from Spain, Velia Pisanelli from Italy, Ines Blanc from Spain. That's our top six. Then you've got Maddie Leblanc right there on the Flying Fish Freedom board from Canada / Florida. Then it is Holly Pye, who did have a good start but has lost a bit of momentum there, in 8th or 9th place with Maddie Mackesy from New Zealand. Another New Zealander over there with the starboard on the outside. That's Brianna Orams, right next to, with a yellow board, that's the 3-bay board, Anaïs Guillaume. And just in front of us, right here next to us, is Taryn King from South Africa. Pretty tight group, despite having two strong leaders at the moment, who are Emily Evans and Yona Rivet, followed by Susak Molinero. So Emily Evans is the first to turn at the red buoy. Emily Evans from Wales, followed by Yona Rivet from France, Susak Molinero from Spain. Now entering the downwind section, and Emily Evans goes down. It is now Yona Rivet back in first position, followed by Susak Molinero from Spain, but living in Italy. Yona Rivet on the NSP Carolina. She enjoys downwinding, and she's making the most of those bumps right here. Susak Molinero is not shabby at all either, of course, the ever-experienced rider from Catalonia. And at the back, Emily Evans did manage to recover the top 3 position despite falling. Looking very, very strong. Here comes a new buoy turn for Yona Rivet, the girl from French Brittany, NSP, Susak Molinero on the Sonova. Velia Pisanelli from Taranto, Italy, now taking 3rd place, potentially ahead of Laura Paricio and Emily Evans in 4th place right now. Laura Paricio 5th, and Ines Blin, the young athlete, 16-year-old athlete from here, from Santa Pola, but with a French father and a Spanish mother. And then is Anaïs Guillaume, Maddie Mackesy, Brianna Orams over there, Maddie Leblanc from Canada, Taryn King, South Africa, and Holly Pye from England at the back. Towards the last buoy in this women's B final, we have Yona Rivet. I'm not sure if they're doing 1 or 2 turns. We'll find out in a little bit. But I know that for the A finals, we will have 2 laps, not 2 turns, sorry, 2 laps. Yona Rivet looking strong in the lead. Now check out this young athlete from Taranto, Italy, Velia Pisanelli, catching up with Susak Molinero. Is it? Are we got a beach flag turn over there? I'm not sure. I think this is it. Susak Molinero in 2nd. Velia Pisanelli. These girls are fighting for position, I guess 13th, 14th, and 15th. Since we should have 12 athletes in the A final. So Yona Rivet now reaching the shores of Santa Pola, and this is it. And a battle for 2nd going on there between Susak Molinero 2nd, Velia Pisanelli 3rd, Laura Paricio 4th, and Emily Evans before Laura Paricio. Emily Evans 4th and Laura Paricio 5th. Taryn King didn't have the best of the races today, but she manages to oversprint Maddie Leblanc, and Holly Pye from England is going to be finishing last in this B final here in Santa Pola. It is going from strength to strength from here on. We've got the Open Men's semi-final number 1 lined up right now, so 6 spots available for the big final. Captain Jesus, let's get closer if we can, and let's have a look at who's on the start line right now. I see the very easily recognizable figure of Shuri Araki, aka Shrimpy, from Okinawa, Japan, lane number 1. Lane number 2 from Mallorca, he was 2nd yesterday, so here we have basically the 1st and the 2nd of the long distance yesterday. Aaron Sanchez from Mallorca, Spain, in 3rd place, in 3rd lane. In the 3rd lane, we've got from the Netherlands, Donato France on the Infinity Everready. In 4th lane, Michael Booth will be on starboard from Perth, Australia. Lane number 5, that would be Paolo Marconi from Italy. Lane number 6, Blue Ewer from England. Lane number 7, Clément Colmas from New Caledonia, France. Lane number 8, Ivan Esteve from here, Santa Pola, Spain. Lane number 9, that would be, I think that's Ethan Brie, right next to, unless that's Ludovic. So that's who I see Marina, that's Ludovic. Ludovic, line number 9. Line number 10, Boris Gimbrès from France as well. Another Frenchman, lane number 11. That's Titouan Pouillot, the French captain, the legend from New Caledonia, making a return to the world stage. And Vaik Garyu, another Caldoche, another New Caledonian inhabitant representing France. Lane number 12, the riders are ready. And up they are. Shuri Araki, lane number 1. Aaron Sanchez, lane number 2. Good run by Blue U, where everybody's still running, racing, but Shuri Araki has got the best of the starts with Donato France and Aaron Sanchez. On the other side, Blue Ewer, Titouan Pouillot, and Vaik Garyu, followed by Clément Colmas. So it is Japan, the Netherlands, and Spain at the front of this first semi-final number 1 with Shrimpy, aka Shuri Araki. This could well be a rehearsal for what's to come between Donato France and Shuri Araki in the big final. This is definitely the duel the showdown we wanted to see today. Shuri Araki versus Donato France. The two athletes in top form in this very beginning of the season. In third place, Blue Ewer on the NSP board. Right next to him, Aaron Sanchez on starboard. Titouan Pouillot in fifth with a bright yellow hat. That's Michael Booth, shifting to sixth place right now as Clément Colmas, or seventh place as Clément Colmas from New Caledonia on the starboard is pushing a little bit harder. Then we've got Ludovic Telad with Vaik Garyu, so SIC Maui and Sonoma boards in the chase. And I do apologize, that wasn't Titouan Pouillot at the front, that was Ivan Esteve. Titouan Pouillot is right here, right next to Boris Chavres, and here's Paolo Marconi from Italy closing the march. And once again, a pretty tight group, but at the front it is Shuri Araki, who is the first to turn, backside turn for the young Japanese athlete, 19-year-old, 5-time world champion from Okinawa, Japan. Shuri Araki now downwinding, pushing hard. Donato France also wants a piece of it, and he is digging deep. Aaron Sanchez, second yesterday in the long distance, the 2-time ICF junior world champion from 2021, has actually overtaken in that with a bump Donato France, and is getting close now to Shuri. Let's see if he tries to challenge him at the next pre-turn. Shuri Araki, Japan, but smart move there by Aaron Sanchez, trying to get on the inside. Look at that. Great move there by Aaron, but falling down. That's a dangerous move there by Aaron. Top 6 go through. Michael Booth is smelling blood and pushing harder than before. Clément Colmas is there, Vaik Garyu is there, Ivan Esteve, Boris Chavres, and Ludo Tolad. But who are top 6 right now? Shuri Araki, Donato France, Japan and the Netherlands, 1 and 2. Then a bit of a gap, and it's Blue Ewer from England in third. Michael Booth and Aaron Sanchez equal fourth, so that's our top 5. And then Vaik Garyu and Clément Colmas, the two friends from New Caledonia, in 6 and 7. Shuri Araki, aka Shrimpy, on that custom design board. There's only one board like that in the world, and Shuri has got it. Donato France in the chase, still in second. One last buoy turn for those two champs. The first one is a 5-time world champion, both in technical racing and long distance. He never won a sprint world championship title though. Shuri Araki, aka Shrimpy from Okinawa, is going to win his Semi-final number 1, Donato France, looking good in second. Blue Ewer, third. Michael Booth, still here. He was fifth in the long distance yesterday. He's fourth. Aaron Sanchez, despite a bold move, should qualify unless Vaigayu is trying to overtake Aaron. Vaigayu is going to get it. Vaigayu overtaking Aaron Sanchez and Clement Colmas left behind. Vaigayu, the last one to qualify for the big final. Aaron Sanchez. You know what, Aaron Sanchez, I said that was a smart move. It would have been a smart move if it had worked. It was therefore a dangerous move, and it cost him a place in the final. Aaron Sanchez tried to overtake Shuri Araki at that buoy number 4 and tried to challenge him. And in doing so, he fell. He fell in and lost his second place. He could have stayed easily in second place and just controlled his race and keep those bold moves potentially for the final with Vaigayu and some hungry youngsters behind him pushing hard. He lost his position and therefore chance to dispute a big final today. So that's lesson learned, hopefully, for Aaron Sanchez, who was second yesterday in the long distance. But wow, what a race. Very pleased to see Donato France in top shape and where he's supposed to be. And once again, it's going to be very hard to beat Shuri Araki today. I don't know who can do it. Maybe Christian Andersen. He's the leader wearing yellow right now as we are getting ready for the semi-final number 2. So semi-final number 2 coming up with a dancing David Leao in lane number 1. Lane number 2. That's the Brazilian sprint world champion from 2024. And right next to lane number 1, Fernando Perez Serra, who won his quarterfinal. We've got Marc Simoncelli next to them. We have Joan Garcia from Alicante, Spain. Antonio Murillo from Spain as well, from Andalusia. Christian Andersen from Denmark. The other Simoncelli brother from Mallorca. Sergio Cantoral. Campbell Carter from the USA. Luc Cabra from France. Arthur Aritkin and Ethan Brie from France as well. Still running. Christian Andersen and Sergio Cantoral and Christian Andersen pushing hard. It is Spain with Sergio and Denmark and France with Arthur Aritkin on the outside with the Ghost White Infinity subboard, the Blackfish model, with Ethan Brie. Wow, what a big push on the outside by Ethan Brie on the SIC RST, the Frenchman now at the front. It is Christian Andersen, though, the leader of the European Sub-League technical race rankings, in first position, followed by Ethan Brie, the Frenchman from Brittany, chased by Sergio Cantoral on the NSP with a blue hat, by Fernando Perez Serra with a blue board, starboard, and Arthur Aritkin in great shape, currently in a 4th. David Leao is now surging over Sergio Cantoral, Luc Cabra, behind one of the Simoncelli brothers on the starboard all-star, Antonio Murillo, a little bit at the back, Joan Garcia, Campbell Carter from North Carolina, USA, and at the very back, Marc Simoncelli, the 2 Simoncelli brothers in this semi-final number 2. We've got Christian Andersen, aka Paul Albert, a nickname inherited a few years ago, caused by the color of his hair, pretty white, and Christian Andersen from Klitmøller, Cold Hawaii, is the first one to turn at buoy number 3. Wow, pushing hard right after that buoy on that new NSP Carolina Evo. Christian Andersen very much in the lead now. Maybe the one who could challenge Shuri Araki in the final today. He's got a big lead clearly. Ethan Brie is trying to close the gap to SIC Maui racers on the RST, chasing the Danish man. Actually, a winning wave there for Ethan Brie, who is reconnecting with the front. Pretty good wave. Ethan Brie in first position now. Christian Andersen in second. Arthur Arutkin has got that inside advantage of the buoy. Is in third place. David Lea has got a pretty clean turn as well. So a battle for top 3 between David Lea and Arthur Arutkin. Sergio Cantoral in 5th. Fernando Perdesera in 6th. Antonio Morillo in 7th right now. In 8th, the eldest of the Simoncelli brothers. In 9, Campbell Carter, Infinity Ever Ready, USA, Joan Garcia, and Luca Brun at the back with Mark Simoncelli from Spain. One more buoy to go for Ethan Brie and Christian Andersen. Ethan on the RST. And we have bumps, guys. We have bumps. We did have a pretty good downwind leg by Ethan Brie, the Frenchman at the front over there, who might finish in first position. Let's see if Christian Andersen gives the last push to try and overtake the Frenchman. He's looking over his shoulder to gauge how much of a lead they've got. I think he's just going to play it safe. Arthur Arutkin is going to get his qualification. He's in third place right now, along David Leao and Sergio Cantoral. So it is going to be France, Denmark, France, Brazil, and Spain, top 5. And the battle between two almost brothers. These guys have known each other since the age of 5. Fernando Perdesera is going to have the advantage of having unloaded from his board earlier than Antonio Morillo. So the last one to qualify will be Fernando, and Antonio Morillo will have to settle for a B final, unfortunately. Now crossing the line behind one of the Simoncelli brothers is Campbell Carter. Here is Joan Garcia, Mark Simoncelli, and Luca Brard from France, the last one to cross the finish line just now. Woo! So Ethan Brie, Christian Andersen, who is going to be able to challenge Shuri Araki? You know what? We're going to find out in 20 minutes. So I'm going to cut this stream right now. We've got a 20 minutes break. Nico? 20 minutos? Vale. 20 minutes break, guys. So I'm going to cut this stream. I'm going to come back in 15. Going to charge the battery. And we're going to have a third live stream for today. Big races coming up. The B final for the men's, followed by the A finals of the women's and the men's. And that will be it for today. All right, let's go. See you in a bit.